Good evening. This is Akashvani Kohima. I'm Kahar Chisate with the evening news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government believes in mantra of development of the country through development of states. Nagaland Governor La Ganesan says elementary education is a constitutional right and no child should be left behind. Eastern Naga Students Federation asks government to implement One Person One Reservation for the 25% job reservations in NPSC, NSSB and other recruitments. And evacuation of civilians from violence-hit Manipur under Operation Kohima calling concludes today. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the government of India believes in the mantra of development of the country through the development of states. He said this while laying the foundation stone and inaugurating development projects worth over 5,500 crore rupees in Rajasthan today. Modi said that work on all kinds of infrastructure in the country is going on at an unprecedented pace and the government is investing thousands of crores. He said modern infrastructure does not only mean rail and road, but it also connects cities and villages by reducing distance between them. Modi added that infrastructure is essential for sustainable growth and faster development. Nagaland Governor La Ganesan said elementary education is a constitutional right and no child should be left behind. Speaking at a meeting with government officials and civil society organizations at Shamato today, Ganesan said the literacy rate of Shamato district is 66.25%, which is the lowest percentage in the state, and urged the gathering to put extra efforts to provide proper education. The governor also urged the government officials to put efforts in providing basic necessities for the benefit of the people like education, drinking water, health, good roads and banking facilities. Ganesan said, in spite of many challenges like financial implications, Shamato district was created for the people of Yumkyung and Tikir tribes to bring governance and administration closer to the people of Shamato for peace and development. The governor urged the two communities of Yumkyung and Tikir tribes to forget and forgive past issues and conflicts between peace is required for growth and progress of the society, and said that there should be equitable share in all the development activities, irrespective of village, area, clan and tribe. The Eastern Naga Students Federation, ENSF, has asked the government to implement One Person One Reservation for all the 7 tribes of Eastern Nagaland from the 25% job reservations in NPSC, NSSB and other recruitments. The ENSF said even after 45 years of implementation of job reservation to bridge the gap in employment, the employment rate of Eastern Nagas was only 13%. This, the Federation has blamed it on a single person benefiting from more than one BT quota. The ENSF said the practice of a person availing the BT quota to get a job and later leaving for another higher job through another BT quota has led to the stagnation of employment, as the earlier vacancy is then advertised as a general vacancy. It said this practice has led to a loss of 44 posts within a span of 10 years between 2009 and 2019. Against this backdrop, ENSF said it has adopted a resolution of One Person One Reservation during its Federal Assembly at ITC Dan, Noklak, and has asked the government to implement its demand. The Federation has asked the government to restrict aspirants from availing more than one post from the 25% job reservation under Nagaland Public Service Commission, Nagaland Staff Selection Board, District Level Recruitment Board, and reservation in any other government recruitments. The ENSF said this will not only lighten the burden of the government on job reservations, but also help the Eastern Nagas to realize its aspiration to be at par with the other tribes across the state. This news comes to you from Akashvani Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Evacuation of civilians from violence-hit Manipur to Kohima was successfully concluded today. Under the Operation Kohima calling, the Assam Rifles, in coordination with the Nagaland government and state police, evacuated the second batch of 553 stranded citizens safely to Kohima. A reception program held at Assam Rifles Kohima today Inspector General IGAR Note Major General Vikas Lakhera said out of the 553 people, 261 are from the Konyak community, while 50 are from other states. He said Operation Kohima calling, through the effort of all the stakeholders, has come to a good end. Major General maintained that the situation in Manipur is improving and expressed hope that the normal flow of people will start in few days. However, he said if there is any specific request from the state government for further evacuation, they will do so. Deputy Commissioner Kohima Shanavasi, on behalf of the state government, thanked the Assam Rifles for carrying the rescue mission, adding that their kind of gestures will stay forever as the friends of the Hill people. He also thanked the district administration team, police, and the transport department for providing vehicles for the mission. Shanavas further expressed hope that peace will return to Manipur state soon and that all will be able to return back for their job place. A total of 14 NST buses and 7 light motor vehicles were put in service for the second batch evacuation. Chief Minister Nipurio and Deputy Chief Minister Y. Paton extended monetary help as an immediate relief to the rescued citizens. It may be mentioned that the first batch of 676 people were evacuated and brought to Kohima on May 7. School Education Department has informed that the identity card issued by the concerned institution will be considered as deemed inner-line permit, reiterating the Home Department political branch notification on issuance of inner-line permit ILP for various categories. The department said that as per provisions of the notification, registration certificate from the concerned institution situated in Nagaland is required for students for getting an ILP initially, after which identity card issued by institution will be considered as deemed inner-line permit. The department has further directed the heads of all schools functioning within the state of Nagaland to sensitize students, teachers, non-teaching staff and parents regarding the above provision, and also to ensure that all students studying in their institutions are issued valid identity cards. The Nagaland State Legal Services Authority, NSLSA, under the aegis of the National Legal Services Authority, will be conducting the second quarterly National Lok Adalat sitting in all the district headquarters on 13th May. A total of 11 Lok Adalat benches at present district court premises will be set up by the District Legal Services Authority, DLSAS. Any person having disputes or cases on civil, matrimonial, motor accident claim, tribunal and petty offence cases have been asked to come forward on the day or submit their disputes before the date at DLSA front offices, District Court Building and NSLSA Member Secretary Office, DC Office Compound, or email at nslsa.nagaland@gov.in. Advisor Art and Culture K. Kohima Konyak inaugurated the Archaeological and Heritage Gallery at the State Museum Kohima today. Speaking on the occasion, the advisor emphasized on the significance of Archaeological and Heritage Gallery, stating that they will serve as a valuable educational resource for all. The advisor also encouraged the department to study and discover more to preserve the rich culture of Nagaland. Earlier, Commissioner and Secretary, Art and Culture, Atal O. Lotha delivered the welcome address, and Professor Tiatoshi Jamir, Department of History and Archaeology, Nagaland University, Kohima, gave an overview of the Archaeological Gallery. And now, to end the news, here are the main points once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government believes in mantra of development of the country through development of states. Nagaland Governor La Ganesan says elementary education is a constitutional right and no child should be left behind. Eastern Naga Students Federation asks government to implement One Person One Reservation for the 25% job reservations in NPSC, NSSB and other recruitments. And evacuation of civilians from violence-hit Manipur under Operation Kohima calling concludes today. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.